What's going on, everybody? It's Nick from Hackett Garage. This video, we're talking about building some axle trusses for the Mega Truck. I filmed this video better part of almost a year ago, but I completely forgot about finishing it. So we're gonna make this intro for that video, and hopefully you guys like it. We've been running probably 3 or 4 events with this axle since we put it back in, and still straight as an arrow. So hopefully you guys enjoy building axle trusses for cheap. We've got these templates that my buddy Kyle cut out for us, and I needed some flat stock, so I got this 3-inch angle iron. I split right in half, and this is what we're looking to do. I'll come over here. We've got some marks that you can't see on camera, but we've got 2 5-inch spreads. We're going to try and key these 2 pieces together and try to make something happen here. I don't know if I'm going about this the right way or not. First time I've built these with the axle out from under the truck, but I think if we key these 2 pieces together, as long as the side over here, they should hold together and it should lock them in pretty good. We've still got a little bit of fitment with this one we got to do, but we'll worry about that after. We'll get to cutting these notches, cutting this piece, and see just how this setup's gonna work. We'll admit this might be a little bit overkill for what we're doing, but I'm liking how it's coming out so far. We've got these notched out, that way they match up together. Still got a little bit of a gap, but I gotta grind in a little bit right here so that way it sits down. Got that little bit of a hole right there because this spot on my old axle was a little bit more extruded than that, but we'll make it work. The other side fits a little bit looser. I gotta fill in all these gaps. This is sitting a little lower than it should, but I gotta fill in the gap with the angled piece because that's where the actual angle we cut was to split the angle iron in half. So far I'm liking how it's coming out. Well, I gotta take everything back apart and V everything out, that way we can weld it, but we're getting there. Well, it's all tacked and it's just setting on the axle so we can figure out our gaps. I gotta grind up here a little bit, close that gap up, grind right here. Try to make this whole piece set down a little more. Probably will after I grind the corner off that. Overall, it's coming out pretty good. I mean, trusses for cheap. I mean, unless you want to spend 300 bucks for them. We got this side all tacked on. I started welding some beads on it. Just as I get a chance to, I could obviously finish. But I wanted to start on the other side. And I just wanted to show you guys that this is super easy to do at home. Super easy. Unless you want to buy it, then go for it. I almost did, and I said, screw it, I'll just make them. So, these started off as cardboard templates. And then I gave these cardboard templates to a buddy of mine. He cut them out on his CNC table. And boom, here we are. I got a couple sets of them. So, luckily, those ones I had already worked over a bunch, so they fit pretty well. Luckily, I found this one in my stash of parts, so I kind of get a rough idea of what I was working with. And so I put it on this piece that hasn't even been touched yet, and that's how much I've modified this. Now, granted, I probably don't have to cut it down on the top side because that doesn't even matter, but I'm going to have to match that side, and this sticks up quite a bit. So we're going to whop that much off of it, and then we're going to trim down here, trim along this edge. That way hopefully we can fill this gap and it sits down nice and tight. But put this one on here and see if I can do it without really looking at the camera. But this is how this one looks. So we got that much, we got to trim it to match. And then obviously we've got to cut up what's left of our flat stock and key it together like we did that one. I guess I'll try to do a little bit of a time lapse while we do this, and then we'll have a ginormous time lapse of welding it all together. So we got this side all cut and mocked up, ready to be tacked on. I kind of, oh wow, storm's getting pretty bad out there. But I kind of messed up, and this was originally our flat piece, and I cut it backwards. So I had to get a new one. I cut it, fit it off camera. So now I guess, unless the power goes out, we'll tack this sucker on and we'll start burning both of these.